All right, guys. So I want to share some holiday kind of tips, guidelines. Just I know for a lot of us, the holidays can just be a busy time, and some of us are traveling. Some of us are maybe a little stressed, and so these are just some things that kind of help make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, taking care of our health. One thing is just kind of slowing down and doing breathing techniques. And this honestly isn't just good for the holidays. This is good for any time that you feel busy, overwhelmed, a lot on your plate, any of those things. Just take a moment and really focus on your breath. Your breath has an amazing ability to turn on your parasympathetics, which is your kind of rest and relaxation part of the nervous system. And so the key to this is really focusing on your breath. I like to focus on breathing into the count of 10 and then breathing out to the count of 10. Now, yes, probably around second 7 or 8, you'll probably not be able to take any more breath in, and that's okay. Just keep trying to fill your lungs until that 10-second count. If you can't make it that far, go to 8 or as far as you can. And then again, breathe out slow and try to empty the air completely out of your lungs for that 10. The key is you do slow, mindful, deep, full breaths in and out. How many? Whatever you're able to do. You can do 3, you can do 10. I would start slow if you're not used to doing this, and then you can always add more in. This kind of goes right into the next point, which is mindfulness. And a lot of that's just kind of checking in with yourself. You know, if you feel stressed, you feel frazzled, you feel any of those things, just taking a moment and kind of, separating yourself from that feeling. I personally always like to do some sort of gratefulness. So think of something you're grateful for at the moment. It can be your family, it can be your job, it can be your home, it can be your car, whatever you're thankful for. But focus on that, especially when you're feeling a little stressed or overwhelmed or all those kinds of things. Just takes our mind off of what's kind of getting to us and puts on something that's much more positive. And that's always a good thing to do. And then last is move and stretch. It's winter time. Sometimes, again, we're traveling or we're long commutes or long car rides, or we're just sitting at a family friend's house and we're not maybe doing a whole lot. So move. You can just go for a little walk. I know the weather is iffy at times. Doing some just stretching is always a good thing to do. So one of the stretches that I like, just because it's really good for your spine and your back, is nice wide stance. So a little bit wider than shoulder width, so you have a good base. Then you reach up as far up and tall as you can, and then you just stretch over, pause, back to middle, pause, other way, pause. So you're kind of lengthening your spine, you're really straightening your posture, and you're doing that. Now, if that feels a little awkward or any of those things, you can do it against like a smooth wall or a smooth surface, like rest your back against that and do the exact same thing. Another good stretch, and I won't demonstrate it, I'm just going to describe it, but lay on your back, bring both knees up to your chest, and just hold that. It releases a lot of the tension in that low back, which sometimes we can feel, especially if we've not been moving around. So that's a nice, easy one to do. You can do it like on a carpeted floor or like an exercise yoga mat, or you can do it in bed. That's totally fine. You don't have to get down on the floor. But again, just if you're not moving as much through the winter months, make a point to get around, move, and do some stretching. It's very important. And of course, as we always recommend, if you just feel like your body is kind of not in balance, please come and check and make sure that we're in alignment, because that can easily make you feel out of sorts and out of balance is when your nervous system's under stress because things are out of place and out of alignment. So I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and hopefully the winter is not too intense for us, and we'll see you soon.